So hey everyone, this is Ivan Gutari and you're watching Everything Explore to explore everything. So in today's video we're gonna talk about the most favorite anime of mine. Yeah, you have heard it right. It's my first video about something else than books, so it's a kind of change of genre for me. And what else I could have started with. So the name of the anime is Death Note. And I will also tell you today that why Death Note is a masterpiece and why it is so highly recommended and highly rated. So let's explore it together. So Death Note is an anime, I can say, what brought back me to this world. I was fan of anime from my childhood, but when Dragon Ball Z and these things used to come on television, but after that they stopped showing them and I didn't see them for so long time. But when I started watching Death Note again with my brother, it really brought back me to this whole anime world, because it really left a big impact on my mind, on my soul, on my heart, everywhere, each and every part of my body, I can say. Because while watching that anime, I used to have goosebumps, like all the hairs of my body used to stood up. Hey, wait, not all the hairs, but yeah, I used to have goosebumps in my whole body, and this is the speciality of that anime. If I tell you about story, this story is about a boy whose name is Light Yagami, also known as Kira in this anime. Kira, you can say, is the Japanese form of killer. One day Kira all of a sudden found a death note from somewhere. Death note is basically a book in which whenever you write somebody's name, remembering his or her face, that person dies. Yes, it does. So basically, in case you are wondering that from where this death note comes, so in Japanese there is a term called Shinigami, and Shinigami is basically, if I tell you in simple words, is a Yamraj. Yes, it's a kind of Japanese Yamraj, you can say, or also known as death god. But in Japanese concept, Shinigami have their own world, and each and every Shinigami has one death note of itself, and whenever they write somebody's name in that death note, they take their rest of lives or rest of the years what are left in their lives. So this is what makes them, those Shinigamis, immortal, almost immortal, you can say. But in spite being immortal, there's no such thing in Shinigami world to do something, because it's a kind of hell, it's a graveyard kind of thing. So one Shinigami named Ryukes, which is also, I can say, the most, you can say, so many times frustrating or entertaining character. So basically he got bored living a life of Shinigami in the Shinigami world, so he see that humans are so much interesting, and he throw his death note to the human world and let Light Yagami take this death note. And Light, who was already very smart as a boy, as a school boy, as a college boy of course, he also was fed up with this monotonous life and wanted to change something, and was seeing crimes happening every day and wanted to change something. So when he get the death note, he started writing the name of all the criminals and started killing them one by one, and by that he wanted to become the new god of this era. Yes, and this news spreads very fast, and like if everybody starts killing somebody just like that, so everybody will start following that person, because eventually he's not bad at himself and he's killing the wrong people. This story takes a dramatical change when our second protagonist, I can say, named L, yes, it's only L, nothing else, L came into the play. L is, I can say, the most smartest person in that anime. So many people can have argument on that Kira or Light is better than L or smarter than L. In the end, he was the one having death note. But you can say that is also the reason why L is great, because L was only having his brain, and he was fighting Kira with all his strength of his brain. But Light was having so much advantage with having not only death note. In my opinion, I can say that Light would be defeated by L if he was only having death note. But in the end, some more characters came into the play having death note, and they were also on the Kira side, so that gave him a very big advantage. But truly, if I tell you, if you want to watch a battle between two sharp and very amazing minds, so Death Note is just made for you. Talking about animation of Death Note, it takes it on the real next level, because I haven't seen this kind of such brilliant animation in any other anime except Death Note. Not only animation, the way they have set the scenarios and they have composed the scenes. You can say the scenes are normal, but that detailed they will just gonna give you goosebumps. If I show you some of the scenes, so in this scene, Light is eating some potato chips, doing his homework, and also writing the name of culprits in the packet of that chips, which is having a part of Death Note, a page of Death Note, so also killing them at the same time. But this scene is made this much intensely that it is known as one of the greatest scenes of anime history. So that is the execution of the scenes which is on the whole next level. And there was one more scene in which L and Light were playing badminton, and you can say it was a simple game of badminton, but they were really observing each other's mental and physical skills while only playing badminton. And that scene was also made like kind of mind battle they were showing without having any physical attack on anybody. They were playing with each other's mind. You can say their both mind at one point it seems like they both are kind of brothers, because the way their mind works is just kind of similar, and you can say each and every one of them is cutting each and everyone's move. They're predicting each and everybody's next move. So that also makes this anime a masterpiece. There is also an obsession with the ending of that anime, which I personally believe that it wasn't like that what it was supposed to be, the way it ends. But for that you need to watch it, and then you can also have your own opinion about the ending. But except that, this anime opens all the doors of your mind in a generous way. Also, I would like to suggest you, if you wanna start watching anime, or if you are a fan of anime, or if you are not a fan of anime, if you are a fan of Bollywood, Hollywood, Tollywood, Jollywood, Collywood, Mollywood, really, whatever would you like to watch, but Death Note is just out of this all. That's why I would recommend you must watch Death Note once in your life, otherwise there's no benefit of dying. If you die, then come back, watch the Death Note, then die again. But you must watch it, because I also believe that watching Death Note will take you to this anime world like it took me and my brother. In the end, there is one more thing what is very famous about this anime is the perception of the people. So many of them prefer the mindset of Light, which I am also included in that, and so many of them prefer the mindset of L. Like there are a lot of people, and you would like to know that fan following of L is actually greater than Kira. So you can understand the protagonist is not having that much fan following than that the next protagonist is having. So basically Kira is wanting to kill all the bad people, and in doing that he also kills so many innocent people, which I feel kind of wrong, but he has to do it, including his father, because they were just coming in his way. On the other hand, L is just wanting to save everybody. We always say that saving is better than killing, but when it is to the bad people who are already making this world hell, he wants to save each and every person and want to defeat Kira, and he thinks that government will deal with all the bad people in their own way. So the entry of L is also kind of thing which really got me, the way his personality is, the way he works. So if you want to know in the end who wins the battle, L or Kira, both are the greatest character of anime history, maybe two of the smartest. They are ranked as a second and third most famous characters of anime history, and number one is our Lelouch, whom I don't really like so much. I don't know why he is on number one, but we'll talk about it some other day. So if you want to know, then please watch Death Note. And if you like this video, if you like my review on Death Note, then please like, share and subscribe our channel. And if you find anything which you are obsessed with, so please comment down it below. Thank you for watching.